Welcome to the Hear My Heart broadcast, where I talk about the matters of the heart. You can't understand a person without getting to the root, which is hearing them. I am your host, Tiffany Rochelle, affectionately known as the People's Cheerleader. Here's something I want to share about me. I'm an author, a speaker, a heart and a motivational coach, and I'm so excited that you've tuned in and we have the opportunity to grow together. I'm here to encourage and motivate you to be the best you ever. If you're feeling a little stuck or stagnated, or you're having a hard time getting over some things, please know you're not alone and that you've come to the right place and you're listening to the right person to help you through that. So let's dive into today's show of Hear My Heart. Here we grow.
There are so many styles of relationships now. Now you have the old school views of relationships versus the new school views. And it seems we are always on a constant battle to get rid of the old things and to start anew. But do you have to get rid of all the old things? Now let me share. Any relationship with clear boundaries and roles that are adhered to can be a lasting relationship. Like I stated before, there's many styles of relationships. And I'm only touching on two tonight, okay? Those are the traditional and modern ones. Now, there are many types of traditional relationships and home lives, but the basic traditional relationships involve a male and a female, with the male typically being the more dominant partner, while the woman, she's more submissive. Now, let's be crystal and clear. Submissive does not, and I repeat, not mean a woman with no voice. But the woman will let the man lead and is more of a supporting lead in the relationship. Now, the man, he could be the sole provider or the primary breadwinner, and the man would also take care of the home repairs, taking out the trash, and making sure the vehicle is maintained. For the woman, she would take care of the cooking and the cleaning and be the primary caretaker of any of the children. Now, although this relationship type may seem outdated, and it will not work for some, it works for some. And the relationships do tend to last a little bit longer. But that style of relationship isn't for everyone. Modern relationships make their own rules. They break free of the stereotypical roles of relationships in marriage. And they define their own coupledom. Just like the traditional relationships, there are many types of modern relationships. Now, a modern relationship may be an unmarried couple living together, or it could be a married couple who both work and share chores and taking turns as needed. A common modern couple is two working parents who make decisions together and share chores. Now, in a modern relationship, the woman, she may be the breadwinner, and the man may play more of a supporting role. While modern relationships, they offer equality to both partners, the undefined roles may result in frustrations and resentment, as one half of the couple feels like the other isn't pulling their weight. Okay? Brothers and sisters, give me a tall glass of old school with a twist of modern when it comes to relationships. I like to cater to my husband, but that kind of comes naturally for me. It's how I was raised. It's what I saw growing up. Now, see, what I mean by that is my grandparents, they were married for over 50 years before my pops passed away. And I will say I never ever heard them argue or even cuss. Dinner was always prepared for him, and the house was always cleaned. Clothes was always washed and or taken to the dry cleaners. Granny always created a place of peace for him. And if I'm honest, really us as a family. That's what a wife does for her husband and family. Now, Pop's food was always ready for him, and his plate was served first. So naturally, that's what I felt I had to do. So that's what happens for me. I remember reading an article once about a girl killing her man over him using the microwave before her. And I'm like, it shouldn't even be so. Now, I know many of you might call me nuts, but he shouldn't even know how to work it as long as you're around. Disclaimer! He has to be taking care of things as a whole, more than just giving it to you and pounding you around brown or pounding you on a good note, okay? Now, Pops always made sure his family's needs and wants were provided for, but that's the way I was raised. Again, every relationship is different, and the persons in the relationship must agree to their rules of engagement. Now, I believe in the husband being a provider and being, the leader of the home. But I also know how to provide for the home. However, if I'm providing for our home, that doesn't mean I can just do whatever I want to. I still won't make a decision without consulting him, as we together we're one. I see it as a reasonable service for his food to be done, or even almost done by the time he's off work. However, if he gets off before me, it's okay for him to cook. That just means I gotta clean up. If he is the sole provider, he only knows where the kitchen is because he knows that's one of the places that he'll find me. Let's be clear, brothers and sisters. There's no relationship that should mirror each other. Now, you can take tips from one another, and I want to take tips from each couple, but the relationship is what the couple makes of it. Understand what you want in your relationship and make sure y'all get it. Now, I'm a traditional relationship kind of girl. I believe in the husband being the king. There's nothing wrong with making sure your man is taken care of, especially if he's making sure you're good. Be more than just that gushy spot for him to lay his head on, all right, y'all? Be safe. Be able to hold a conversation with him. Be more than just that pretty face. Be able to think on your own. Don't just be concerned with how much money he's going to bring in and how much money you're going to spend. Check on his emotions and see how he's mentally adding up. And if you're not ready for a relationship, stay single, please. If you just want the goods, state your claim and say that. Don't lead anyone on, causing them to think it's more than you're willing to give. Tell them what you want. If it's a relationship you want, go after a relationship. If it's just the goods, go after the goods. Grace and peace.